The European Union is strengthening its relationship with Jamaica and will be focusing on three main areas: politics, trade and investments, and continued cooperation, stressing that the relationship between the EU and Jamaica has now changed from donor and recipient.
Politics. Why is it important to have a political relationship with you? For multilateralism, defending all the common challenges in the world, everything I've mentioned before, but so also to get to know each other better. Like if I believe in something, I would very much you to believe in that as well. Maybe you don't, we respect, but we talk to each other. It's extremely important, like diplomats, that you talk and that you know each other. Secondly, trade and investment. I do not have the figures here with me, but you do know that since 2008 we have the Economic Partnership Agreement, which establishes free trade between the European Union and Jamaica. Investment, very important. I mean, you have seen how the tourist sector, that there is one particular country of the EU very present. You may have noticed that another EU country is present in the, how do you say that, gas stations. We have buses from one another country. I mean, these kind of things are important because it brings us closer together. And it's not just the European Union investing here. I know about quite some important investments of Jamaican companies in the European Union. I think that's really, really important.
The EU ambassador to Jamaica shared some of the areas where the EU has invested some 66 million euros during its 7-year cycle of 2014 to 2020.
We have used that amount of funds to support the country, in particular in the areas of justice, in the area of environment, forestry, mangroves. I'm just listening to you. And PFM is a bit more difficult to explain. It's public finance management, transparency. And of course, in citizen security, which is one of the biggest challenges of this country.
For the upcoming cycle, the EU has agreed to further invest 30 million euros up until 2024 and will top up once the monies have been well spent. Ambassador Steen listed the areas of interest.
The areas on which we've decided to focus on are: 1, digital. It has a nicer title with sustainable economies, etc., etc. But actually, we would like to help the country to, get into this digital, century in which we live. And it is a priority of the government, so we would like to help them. Secondly, we, of course, have to go green. I mean, green, climate change, help. In particular, we're looking, we haven't yet 100% decided what we're going to do, but we're looking mainly at the urban for vulnerability to climate change, to resilience. We're very, very closely looking at downtown Kingston, but again, all of that is just discussions ongoing with the government. And then thirdly, we will continue to work on citizen security, good governance. I'm not putting that as number 1, is because we just started with that last year. So it's going to be a continuation of what we're doing, or maybe a change if it's not working out in the way we want.
This information was shared during a media editors' breakfast meeting held at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, where she introduced herself and her team to answer questions from the media.